Welcome to my kitchen. Today, we're going to make a delicious dinner entree for you. It's Whole Foods Market's baked chicken with pomegranate glaze. I've asked Elisha Nanney from Whole Foods to come today to show you how to make this healthy dinner. Welcome, Elisha.
Hi.
I can't wait to do this.
This is going to be great.
Oh, yes, and so full of flavor. Well, tell us about what we're making today.
Okay, we are making pomegranate glazed baked chicken.
Okay.
So we're starting off with our organic chicken.
Oh, we're going to do organic chicken
Yes.
now. This brings up a good point that I want to talk to everyone at home about. Now, we talk about free-range, organic, natural.
Yes.
Is this a chicken that we can get at any store?
No. Organic, not a lot of stores are going to offer organic. We offer organic, but even our selection is very low. The cost, is going to be, you have to feed your chickens organic feed. When they're outside, it has to be organic grass. You can't be using pesticides or herbicides or fungicides.
Well, we do want to make sure that we choose chicken that isn't genetically modified or that hasn't been given growth hormones. That's the big thing that I worry about.
And
is
organic
the growth hormones.
Means all that. It means none of that.
Right. So we really want to so we can get that at Whole Foods.
Absolutely.
Good.
Yes.
Well, chicken is low in sodium, which is a good thing. A lot of us have to watch that.
Yes.
It's a good source of vitamin B6 and phosphorus. Dr. Becker talks about that all the time. A good source of protein, niacin, selenium. But the not so good chicken is a little high in cholesterol. So maybe it's something we don't want to eat every day. We just need to be cognizant of that as we make our dishes. Well, let's see what we're going to do next.
Okay, this is going to be really simple.
Okay.
So watch fast. We are going to use pomegranate juice.
So this is pomegranate juice. And we can get that in a can or a jar, right?
That's correct. Or you can try juicing your own pomegranates, but let me tell you, you got a lot of seeds in there. It's going to take a lot of time.
But fresh pomegranate tastes so good.
Oh, it's quite good. It's very Mediterranean. They use it a lot over there in their dishes. It's so heart healthy. This is going to be our Dijon mustard, just a little bit of that.
So this is the glaze that we're making that we're going to put over the chicken, right?
That is correct. And it's so simple because the pomegranate adds so much flavor, as well as these few ingredients. We're going to add our arrowroot.
Arrowroot.
This is a little different. This is, instead of using cornstarch, using arrowroot. And the difference is, well, it's not cornstarch, so it's not a starch. This doesn't have any flavor. It's a root, kind of like ginger, and you just
I've used arrowroot for years as a thickener, and I find that it's a lot healthier for a lot of people. And we don't want to do the corn syrups and the corn solids. That's why I don't do cornstarch. But it works really, really well in healthy cooking. We use a lot of arrowroot powder as a thickener.
And you're not going to find it so much in the you're not going to find it in the produce department so much as you'll find it in the spices department. So even though it's a root, like you'd find ginger in the produce department, you're going to find
But you know what? In the spice department, it costs a fortune. I buy it by bulk, and it's like 10 times cheaper.
It is. Now, the one that I got here was the Whole Foods brand, which means our brands are going to be a little bit cheaper because it's our private labels. And this one, I believe a good size of it, just like your cinnamon or your salt and pepper, is going to be about $2.99.
Oh, good.
And then we're just going to stir that all up good, and we're going to get that powder to blend in there.
So you just whisk that up real good.
Just whisk that up.
Just like making a dressing.
That's right. And it may not thicken just right away, which is fine. It'll thicken as...
It thickens as it bakes, right?
Correct. So it won't be as soupy. And we're just going to get that to blend in there.
Ooh, that looks good.
Now watch this. This is just so easy.
So we're just going to pour that over the chicken.
That's correct.
Oh, good.
And then we're just going to garnish it with our rosemary.
And this is fresh rosemary, which is so easy to grow.
It is.
It is so easy to grow.
Oh, it has
and
such
so
great
nutritious
flavor.
for you.
Yes.
Okay.
And so we're just going to put that in the oven for start at 25 minutes, so you can check on it at 350 degrees.
So a 350 oven for about 20 minutes.
Check on it, I'd say starting at 20 minutes, start checking on it. What I'll do is, my oven is a little bit less, it doesn't heat as much, so I go to about 30 minutes with mine, and I've had no problems with that. But, it's oven specific. So.
Okay, great. Well, that looks really good, so we're going to do about 25 minutes. Now, while that's cooking, let's talk just for a moment with everyone at home about the bad word, salmonella. Now, poultry is good for you, as we've talked about, but let's talk about some kitchen safety tips when dealing with poultry.
Okay, so what we want to do is treat it almost like it's a bomb. I mean, it's food and it's really good for you, but it's also very raw. So if your fingers touch it, and your fingers are going to touch something else, make sure you wash your hands before you do anything else. If you're using utensils with the chicken, don't use those utensils with anything else. So set those
Good
aside.
idea. Okay.
So even when your chicken's done baking, don't use those same utensils that you used on the chicken earlier on there. And wash your hands thoroughly, get underneath your nails, because that's where salmonella can get. If you scratch your eye, you know, it only takes a little bit.
Now we say, I like to use Corian or a plastic or glass type cutting board that's a hard surface and non-porous for poultries and meats, and only use the wood cutting boards when you're dealing with vegetables and fruits. Do you find that as well?
Yes.
Good idea.
Yes.
And everyone at home, be sure you have 2 cutting boards in your kitchen and you never mix the 2, right?
Yeah, just keep, when you deal, just like grilling outside, you always have to have 2 spatulas, one to put the meat on and one to take the meat off. Otherwise, you're cross-contaminating.
Well, that's smelling really good.
It is,
I bet there's something out here. You've got something for me, don't you?
We sure do.
Oh, look at this. She's got a finished one. How beautiful is that?
Yes.
That looks good.
Fresh sea salt and pepper on there to add a little bit more flavor.
And the rosemary?
And we garnished it with some more rosemary for more fresh flavor. And
that's beautiful.
Easy.
And that was easy.
Yes.
Okay, anyone can do that. And that's something after a long day at work, you can come home and actually get in that kitchen. You know, pomegranates. Oh, man. Let's talk about those for a moment.
Yes, we should.
They're so low in saturated fat. No, literally no cholesterol, and very low in sodium. They're a good source of vitamin C and potassium, and delicious.
It has so many antioxidants. It's 3 times the levels of green tea and red wine.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me today. I tell you, this was just wonderful. It really is possible to cook healthy dinners that are nutritious and delicious. And by adding pomegranates to an otherwise ordinary dish, baked chicken, we now have a gourmet delight. Thank you so much for coming today and joining me, Elisha. This was great. Well, for a copy of this recipe, log on to healthycookingwithcindy.com, print it off, and enjoy. Don't go away, because we're going to be right back for more of your health.